David and Matisse about the energy today and kind of what kept it consistent. For you, what do you think it was? I mean, was it just guys understanding the moment? Was it something different? What would you say it was?
You know, sometimes, I don't know, expectations at the beginning of the year were low, and then when you win, it goes high, and when you don't meet expectations, sometimes that becomes disappointment. And at the end of the day, I don't know if the guys were really having a lot of fun. And it's all about, listen, this game it's a team game, playing together. It's a fun game. You got to have fun, and that's when you play your best. And you got to go out and fight and compete. And whatever happens, then happens. You can miss shots, you can do all that stuff, but those are the things you got to be able to do. It's a fun game. And so it's just, the coaching staff was kind of like, we've had a great season, and you guys have done a lot of great things, and we just got to remember what got us there. And these guys, listen, you can show them all you want. They got to go out and play, and those guys, I got to give them a lot of credit. They battled, they competed against a really good basketball team tonight, and another great crowd, and obviously Isaiah and all the ex-players being around. There's a lot of pride at this university and in the school, and the guys, they want to go out and show everybody that they're a good basketball team, and I thought they did that tonight.
Hey, can you describe like the past 48 hours and what that was like, and did you guys like find yourselves again, or just?
Yesterday we got in everybody thought they were going to practice, and we went in and we went to go see the Black Panther. We went as a group, and we just went and watched a movie, and they were laughing, they were smiling, and they were relaxed, and it was fun, and this game is it's an interesting game, and it's such a mental thing, and but that's how it's been, and you just got to teach them what it takes, and they've got to go out and execute it. And listen, the way David Crisp handled the point guard position tonight, the way that Matisse Thybulle, the way the ball was moving and being shared was a lot of fun, and to be able to do that at home with our fans, that was really special. And all these guys just contributed. Matisse, 26 points. David had tied his assist high, and his rebounds with 6. So we talked about against this team, and everybody came in and played an integral part of this win. And it was nice to have Sam back. Sam, wow, didn't he look good? Like, he was aggressive when he went and then he dunked it. I mean, that was awesome. And so Dom was hot in the first half. So everybody played a major part of it. And but the bottom line is our defense. Our defense was on point. We were active. We found shooters. We were aggressive, and I think we combined for 19 blocks and steals. And I don't know, that's a pretty good number.
So, Coach, when we see rebounding, we talk about rebounding with its own challenges and so on. But even during the flow of a game, let alone game to game, when the rebounding gets better, everything else seems to get better.
Yeah.
What do you, as a coach? I mean, I know there's no magic formula there, but today's game was an example. Early on, things were kind of tight, and the rebounding was not in your favor, and then it really got better.
Yeah, rebounding it's a fight. We're small down there for a lot of period of the game, and they are big. And a lot of teams we play are big. You've got to be able to go out there and don't worry about the boxing out part. You got to just go get it. And the one thing that we did when we are small, when we did get it, we ran. That was one of the best transition games that we've had all year. We were able to capitalize, get down, get some easy baskets, get the crowd into the game, get the flow going. And so, to answer your question, we always say, 5 guys in the paint. Like, you got to go back. In the zone, there's a lot of holes, and that's why you've got to go get it. You got to be in your position. And listen, hey, look at that. You want to win? You better go rebound, because we're not, that's where it's really hurt us. And we fought, but also, I thought our defense, we were flying around again. When you're flying and you're having fun and you're just competing, that's when we're at our best, and that's when our guys, I thought they did it down there, and they did it tonight too on the glass.
Coach, you've been here, not quite a year, but just coming in the building, it's sold out, Dog Pack on fire, and then just seeing all these former players, Brockman and Markel.
Oh, Brockman, man, boy, I'd like to look like him one day. Gosh, I went up to him, he had the beard, and I hit him, and it was like hitting a wall. I was like, hey, and it was like hitting a wall.
How is it different, I mean, with those guys around?
It's just special. I mean, that's what, listen, you got fans here that have watched them for years, and you get a Marquise Chris and Isaiah Thomas, and Brock. I mean, there's so many great players. Markel was in there. Those are the inspirations of what these kids on a day-to-day basis, they go to school to get a great education, have a chance to play professional basketball. And when you have guys that you either played with or have been part of the school or the tradition, and you're watching them, and then the cool part of it is the pride that they have to talk about the University of Washington basketball program, the pride that they have. That's what you play for. You play for this W, something greater than yourself. It's the fans. It's that there could be a 6-year-old kid, his first game, that his dad's taking you to that game. You have that opportunity to give him a show of a lifetime and make him a fan forever. That's what makes college athletics greater than any other, any pro, because it's a forever piece, and it's just special, man. I mean, you're walking in, or I walk into the team room, and it's Marquise Chris and Markel Fultz. Hey, that's pretty good. I didn't get to see Isaiah. I wish I would have seen the whole deal. That must have been incredible. But
when you looked up Isaiah's history, what impressed you most?
Well, I've seen the Arizona game probably 1,100 the clip, and again, I think it's not necessarily what he did with his team or whatnot. I think it's the individual, the inspiration of a guy that all of us in this room, if you had a child, you could sit there that might not be 6'9" or 7 feet, 290 pounds, and say, hey man, if you work hard and you stick to your plan and you're a great person and you represent your family, your basketball, all those things to the highest degree, one day you can be like him. That's what makes him special. He relates to every kid in the United States of America. And he was a guy that people questioned when he went pro. He was the last pick. You look back at his career, and he struggled, and he became an all-star. He became one of the leading scorers in the NBA. In the NBA. I mean, I don't think there's a greater role model or, inspiration than Isaiah Thomas. And to be one of ours, that's why it was so, I wish I could have seen it tonight. I heard it.
Mike, going back to just something you said earlier about, hey, you guys took the team to go see Black Panther. I mean, as a coach, when do you and your staff kind of know, okay, what's the right button to push, what's the right thing to do?
You never know what the right button to push is. That's why you have a great staff. You go and you talk and you try to figure out what's our next step. We didn't really know what the problem was, but I remember I told you, my buddy called me and says, it looks like they're not having fun. I said it on the radio out there. And you got to have fun in this game. You can't let the pressure or expectation be stress. Not to say that we didn't know what it was. So, it was kind of like, if you've ever been to a Halloween party and they say, okay, you got to close your eyes and put your hand in that bag and you don't know what you're going to pull out. That's what it was kind of like. Going like this, fishing, and now and later. So those are great. So, they responded, and it was a great thing. And a great movie, by the way.
Couple more guys.
It wasn't Star Wars, but it was pretty good.
So to be serious, like that said, I mean, when you talk about these expectations, I mean, how did you guys go about managing them? Because, I mean, hey, you guys were picked to finish 10th in the conference, then you win some games, and all of a sudden it goes from, it's this kind of cute little thing to, okay, you might make the tournament, and then you lose 3 in a row.
Well, you know what, at the end of the day, it's with kids, it's like you're naive to think that they're not hearing all the chatter. And, my wife, she'll get an alert, an ESPN alert. Well, Washington just was 4 in or 4 out or whatever they were in. And so you're naive to think that the players aren't getting that. And you just try to diffuse it and let them know that the game is not stress. The game is fun. The game is a team game. The game is a competition. Our group, our University of Washington family versus your family. And we do it better together than you do.
One more.
Coach, what went into the choice to have Dominic start tonight over Jalen?
We just needed something different. I think Dom has been. I've always felt that shooters need to start. You know what I mean? That was one of my philosophies, and I felt like we just needed a spark from the exterior, a guy who could really nail shots. So it was just more of a gut thing.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
All right. Thank you, guys.